puso kaharlika. Pilipinas, handa nang magpakitang gilas. Ito ang liga ng Pilipina, takas bandera, walang mahina.
Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Kapanapanabik na tagpo, handang-handa lahat sa paglalaro. Ilabas ang tinatagong talento, maharlika. Walang imposible, aabante hanggang sa makamit ang tagumpay. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Isa lamang ang layunin. Oh, 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 oh. Basketballista ang Pilipina, sama-sama. Ito ang liga ng bawat Pilipinang maharlika. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Buong bansa'y makikita ang husay ng bawat Pilipina. Ito ang liga.
After a long break, we are finally back dito sa Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipina. Live na live tayo mula sa MRB Gym in Commonwealth, Quezon City for the second game of our Wednesday doubleheader. Earlier, we had the Akari Sparks Rizal win dominantly over the Quezon City Tenacity squad. And now, we're gonna have the Pasig Queenpin going up against the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Coach Anton de los Reyes, and we have Ms. Kit Kat Torre on the sidelines. Coach Anton, this is going to be another exciting battle between two teams at the bottom half of our team standings.
They are going to be a couple of teams that are at the bottom half, like what you had mentioned. 0-4 para dito sa side ng Caloocan, 1-2. So they want to be able to get that first win for Caloocan. Ito naman Pasig, they want to get that second win to even that record to 2-2. Again, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Great to be working with you again, Javi.
Yeah, actually, for the first time here in the Wmpbl, kaya excited din ako to cover this game with you. Let's take a look at our team standings. As I said, no, bottom half ng team standings, ito parehong kupunan na maglalaban dito sa ating pangalawang laro. And you could see here how these two teams are really hungry for victories.
Especially Caloocan.
That's right.
0-4, like what we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Ito naman Queenpin, 1-2. So they want to be able to even that record at 2-2 and be able to improve on their standings here in the second season of the Wmpbl.
Let's dive down into the team discussion. Let's talk about the last games of both teams that will be playing today. Queenpin Pasig, they went up against the Binyan Tatakgel Angels, and actually both teams went up against Binyan, pero itong Queenpin Pasig muna pag-usapan natin, no. 73-90. It was a flat start for them and they never recovered in this game.
They played catch-up all throughout that game. You mentioned it, flat start. Only 8 points in the first quarter. Down by as much as 25 points. Only a couple of field goals in that first quarter. They need to be able to lock down in transition D. As you can see there, 25 fast break points, or 27 fast break points rather, for Binyan. Lisario, 17 points, 5 rebounds. LJ Miranda, 17 points, 10 rebounds off the bench.
Ayan ang naging problema nila this season. That has been the trend for them in their games, no? A slow start, and nahihirapan sila mag-recover. They've only had 1 victory so far this year. So more on the Queenpin Pasig squad. Let's go to Kit Kat Torre on the sideline.
Simple lang ang payo ni Coach Kyle Omengan para sa kanyang koponan at kung ano ang pinractice namin sa training, ngayon yon ang ipapakita namin ngayon sa final showdown of today's doubleheader. They used the 10-day break to really polish their offense and defense, and since Coach Kyle wasn't there last time, he's really here to see how much his team improved over that 10-day break. He established how it's important to get that pace early on into the first quarter and not repeat their mistakes from the last game. Mahirap maghabol at hindi dapat yung kalaban yung magdidikta ng kapalaran namin, ang payo niya sa koponan. And with that, Gabi Bade is also back from her international stint, so we really have a lot going on for the Queenpin passing team, and with that, they're sure to give it their all in today's final match. Javi and Coach Anton?
Maraming salamat, Kit Kat. Gabi Bade playing her first game, as mentioned by our courtside reporter, Kit Kat Torre. That should be a big boost for Queenpin Pasig. Tawid naman tayo dito sa panig ng Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. 0-4 as we've already talked about, and as you've seen sa ating team standings, very hungry for a victory. In their last game, it was no different. It ended up in a loss again. Binyan Tatak Angels dominantly winning this one. Pero ang kaibahan between Queenpin Pasig and Binyan dito sa Caloocan versus Binyan, Caloocan actually had a taste of the lead in the first half.
They did. They kept it close in that first half, down by just 3 points, 32-35 at the half. They even tied it 38 all in the third, but a big 14-2 run by Binyan pretty much sealed that deal, unable to take care of the leather. They had 23 turnovers, resulting into 41 points off turnovers. Janine Ponteos, 12.6 rebounds. Joanne Camagong, 10 points, 5 rebounds. So they need to be able to check, or they need to be able to get more help from those two players and the other teammates ng Caloocan Lady Kankaloo.
What's the latest on the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo? Kit Kat, do you have something for us?
Well, like you mentioned, this team is hungry for that first win, and it is with that hunger and determination that really makes them a team to look out for. And based on the stats that you guys just displayed, it's really showing that this team has so much potential, and it is really up to themselves to really bring it out of them in today's final match. And coming from the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo coaching staff, Coach Jake will not be joining us here today. At ang uupo sa bench ay si Coach Carlos. So let's see kung ano ang mapapaikot niya ngayon sa ating Caloocan Lady Kankaloo team. Now, it's time for the last match. Head over to the game announcer for the start of today's final game.
Our starters for this game, Queenpin Pasig will begin things with Jinky Balasta, Gabi Bade, who is back from her Gilas Pilipinas stint, Lisario, the man in the middle, Cham Natural, and Mimi Mendaros. Sa kabilang panig naman, it's Kate Marcos, Janine Pontejos, Adi Adlawan, Dayan Pedregosa, and Chris Tolentino for MJ Abalos, who will be sitting as the Lady Kankaloo head coach for this game.
Quite a surprise, I
Yeah,
would say.
actually, ako rin, nagulat rin ako eh. All right, we are now underway for the second game of our Wednesday doubleheader dito sa Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang liga ng bawat Pilipina, both teams, as we've already been mentioning a lot during this coverage, very hungry for victories, especially the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, who has yet to taste victory this season. Both teams missing to start this game. The Lady Kankaloo wearing orange, Tolentino underneath. That's a score, and that's the first points of the game, courtesy of the Lady Kankaloo.
A great pass by Rejoice Adlawan, giving it up to Chris Tolentino underneath after that miscommunication on that fast break.
You know, the Lady Kankaloo, coach, this team, it has talent, but they can't seem to get it right just yet.
It's one of those things where you have the talent in your team. It's just a matter of that chemistry, putting it all together. You get, again, a couple of points there. That time, Joyce Adlawan getting the deuce underneath.
Here they are again, off to a strong start, talking about the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. For them, they hope that they could sustain this all throughout the 40 minutes of this match. Take a look at that last play.
Joyce Adlawan got that offensive rebound. Actually took it away from a Queenpin player.
Lisario, that has been one of her strong suits. How big that could shoot from the outside. Puts Queenpin Pasig on the board. Lisario has been one of the more important players for her squad this season, especially with players like Hazel Yam, not yet sure kung babalik para sa kanilang koponan. Lisario has emerged as one of their top players dito sa ating second season ng WMPBL.
We all know Hazel Yam is in Australia. I believe she's playing there together with Lexi Pana and Steph Berberabe.
That's right, Steph Berberabe. Also in the Pasig lineup, if I'm not mistaken. Sario gets outlet pass and the finish on the other side. Quick 5 points here for Lisario to begin things.
That's an all too familiar connection, Gabi Bade and Lisario. Those two were teammates in Pangasinan in season 1.
Lots of players actually for Pasig coming from the Solar Home Pangasinan squad last year. Adlawan hangs in the air and gets it off the glass.
How about clutch? Look at that. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it is Rejoice Adlawan's birthday.
Talaga?
It was. So, kaya ganado. 4 points for Rejoice.
Adi Adlawan.
Adi Adlawan, yep.
Of course, played for San Juan and came from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, as we see a score inside for Mimi Mendaros, who just scored 2 points sa kanilang huling laro against Binyan. 7-6, almost 3 minutes gone by. Janine Ponteos, the de facto leader of this Caloocan Lady Kankaloo squad. Very well-decorated player in women's basketball. Ito si Janine Ponteos, Coach Anton.
Also a champion coach.
Oh yeah,
para
indeed.
sa CEU Lady Scorpions.
Tama ka dyan.
I believe they hold the record for the most wins sa ating WNCAA.
I think so, yes.
They've got 10, 11 if I'm not mistaken.
Championships.
Yep.
Lisario, another 3-point shot, but that time it's a miss. Pedregosa earlier scored for the girls in orange. Now they have possession. They're up by a point. Kaya lang turnover yan laban sa kanila. Di handa sa pasa.
Chris Tolentino had her back turn, but here's that fast break. Chris Tolentino giving it up to Diane for that finish.
Chris Tolentino can also play a huge part in Caloocan getting their first victory here today. She has proven to be a great all-around player para sa kanilang koponan.
Alam mo kasi, Javi, no?
Bakit?
And I'm excited to see this Queenpin passing side be complete
Yeah,
with
definitely.
all the players. We talked about it, Hazel Yam and Steph Berberabe.
Because if they do get back, then they should be easily one of the contenders for the title. But I think hindi pa sigurado kung aabot sila even for the playoffs.
I think there was talk that Steph would probably make it. They would
Okay.
make it. I believe that was the case.
Well, titingnan natin.
Yep.
No? Siyempre, that would be very good for all of us here. I mean, who would not want to see these international caliber players playing here in the local WMPBL?
That one, Sophie Felasart, a short corner jumper. And of course, Steph Berberabe miss quadruple double. The first ever quadruple double here in the WMPBL. She actually missed out on a back-to-back quadruple double
Wow,
game.
that's crazy.
She missed, I think, a couple of steals. She was missing on the game prior to her getting the quadruple double. As again, Sophie Felisarta answering back on that LJ Miranda attack earlier for Queenpin. This time back-to-back hits for Sophie.
Sophie Felisarta, and only 4 points against Binyan sa kanilang huling laro. Nice start to her in this game.
Kota na.
Oo. LJ Miranda attacking and scoring on that floater.
That seems to be a Sophie Felisarta versus LJ Miranda.
That's turning out to be the matchup here in the first quarter, Coach Anton. 12-11, past the halfway point of the first quarter. Tolentino on top in the perimeter. Gets the pass. Nope. Hindi umabot kay Ponteos. Tolentino gets it back. That was well defended by Mimi Mandaros. Bade on the right side. Jumper on the baseline. That's good. Para kay Ria Parungao.
That's what you want to see. Just being able to move that ball around, get that open player, and make your shots. Okay, about Parungao on that short corner.
Scoreless in their last game against the Takjel Angels. Talking about Ria Parungao. 13-12. But that's quickly changed by Chris Tolentino, who gives the Lady Kankaloo back the advantage.
Great start on offense para dito sa Lady Kankaloo. They're currently at 6 out of 13. Or check that, 6 out of 12 from the field, 50%.
Actually, both teams, Coach, off to a good start offensively. We usually don't have these kind of high-scoring games in the first few minutes of the game. As you see, Gabi Bande draw a foul from beyond the three-point arc with 1 second left on their shot clock. And some substitutions from both sides coming into the game.
That's going to be a head-scratcher for Coach MJ. Playing good defense for a good, 22, 23 seconds, and then getting fouled is Gabi Bade.
Let's go courtside to Miss Kit Kat Torre. Go ahead, Kit Kat.
On your screens and ball in hand is Miss Gabi Bade, who is happy to be playing back here in the 5v5 court after playing 3x3 in the Asian Beach Games in China. She tells me that it's it's faster and more competitive to play internationally, so she hopes to bring that level of competitiveness here into today's match with her teammates on the court. Javi and Coach Anton?
Maraming salamat, Kit Kat. Well, you know, we always love to have players who competed in the international scene, lalo na si Gabi, who also competed in college in the US. And we're happy to have her here in the WMPBL to bring that influence na sinasabi ni Kit Kat dito sa ating mga local players.
I remember watching her the first time. We were so impressed with how she played, talking about Gabi Bade. She's brought her talents internationally to represent the Philippines. You gotta love that.
Yeah, you know, aside from being part of the national team, she has also played in a lot of club teams abroad. She played in Cyprus. She played in the Romanian Liga Națională in 2024 before she trooped on over here to the Philippines to play dito sa WMPBL.
How do you like that? Javi Palanya doing his homework for today.
Siyempre naman, nakakahiya kasi nung nalaman ko si Anton de los Reyes yung partner ko, parang nakakahiya naman ata na di mag-prepare.
Pulling out all the stops. No, but I mean, kidding aside, you gotta love Gabi Bade's international
Oh, yeah.
experience. Prior to that, you know, you wouldn't have thought that there would be a player of that caliber from the Philippines playing internationally in Europe. Well, you gotta love it.
Nika Villanueva missing for Pasig, and here comes Caloocan. Candido could not make the layup. They get it back. Recycle here for the Lady Kankaloo. Camagong galing sa labas. Just a tad bit short. Miranda pulls it down for the Queenpin. 16-15. The Lady Kankaloo up by a point. Villanueva. Fake the handoff to Miranda. Series of moves. Gets up the floater. No good. That's a rebound for the Lady Kankaloo.
Everything but the bucket for Villanueva. Great footwork inside. Just couldn't get that shot to fall.
Step through. Last minute pass. Almost a turnover. Camagong gets it. Shot clock winding down. Gets it to go.
Look at that focus by Joan Camagong. Able to go ahead and just go downhill, get that shot off. Lefty layup is good.
Well, she certainly knows how to score. This is our Hotel Sogo. So clean, so good. So good play of the quarter. Galing kay Chris Tolentino. A minute and 55 remaining here in the opening frame. Timeout muna tayo. Magbabalik ang Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Active is the official game ball of the Wmpbl. Welcome back here to the MRB gym in Commonwealth, Quezon City. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Anton de los Reyes. Miss Kitkat Torre is at courtside with us. Under 2 minutes to play here in the opening frame. The Lady Kankaloo up by 3, 18-15. Captain Nick Gancho is already in the game para sa Queenpin Pasig. Meanwhile, a shot from the left side by Melody Cac. That's a 3-point shot that ties the game up.
That was a good setup play, setup job for Melody. Just popping out on that left wing, in rhythm on that three.
And inside, Sophie Felizarta powering her way through 2 points plus the foul.
Is that her 8th point? It says here 6. Baka may delay lang, but she got that offensive rebound and powered it up there.
Sophie Felizarta, she has just been very grateful to be back from an injury, or rather injuries that sidelined her last season. And nakitang-kita naman sa linalaro niya for Caloocan this year, how she has been working hard to produce para sa kanyang kupunan.
Go again, Javi Palanya doing his homework. That injury was sustained because of a motorcycle accident.
That's right, yeah.
She was cruising down the highway and then a car opened the door and
Hirap
hit
rin
her.
talaga pag nakamotor ka, no?
Well, mahirap, pero mas mahirap kasi pag yung mga drivers
Ayun na nga.
around you may be responsible,
Yes.
but the other drivers may not be. So
Tama ka
ganun
dyan.
na nangyari kay Sophie. But again, yeah, we're glad to see that she is okay.
20-18. Sophie squad up by 2 points. Here she is once again, guarded by Nick Cancio. Those two have seen a lot of battles against each other, I'm sure. It's a foul against Pasig. Cancio will be called for that personal. First personal against Nicole Cancio. Sideline throw in here for the Lady Kankaloo. Pontejos back in the game. Got the pass from Camagong. That's a traveling on Janine Pontejos, which she cannot believe. She's trying to plead her case, but I don't think our referees will be reversing that.
Can't reverse that call, but she is pleading her case, just letting the referees know how she feels. Hindi naman bawal yan.
Lorraine Kapilit back in the game together with Gabi Bade for the last 58.7 seconds of our first quarter. Little pressure being applied here by the Lady Kankaloo. Kanso on top. Bade on the right side. Attacking the middle. Bade out. Kanso back to Gabi. Bade missing on the short J.
Everything but the bucket. That was good ball movement. Just couldn't buy that two-pointer for Gabi.
Felisarta trying her luck from the outside. Could have gotten into double figures already with that shot. Araha stolen away by Pontejos. Kapilit was ahead, but that pass was picked off by Gabi Bade. 16 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is now off. Canso at the free throw line. Villanueva, left wing. Try to attack. One fake, up and under. Does not work. Pasig gets it back. They have 3 seconds. Shot from the outside. No. Is that going to count? Kathleen Araha went for that reverse. Our officials will have to review that. But it appears she got it off after the buzzer already.
You think so?
We're going to check definitely, no? But it was a heated dispute for the basketball before that shot by Araha. They had a three-point shot on the way, however it missed, but the smallest girl on the court was able to pick it up on the baseline, talking about Kathleen Araha.
I believe it was Gabi Bade who kept that ball alive, tapped it to Kat Araha off of that right corner three from Melody Kak.
Ayan, tingnan natin dito. There was the miss by Villanueva. And then the battle for the loose ball. She gets it back. And then the outside shot. Ayan, nakita mo, wala na. Wala nang oras. Even before it reached Kat Araha. So definitely will not count. Oh, that is going to do it. Our first quarter in the books between the Caloocan Kings Athletics Lady Kankaloo and the Queenpin Basketball Pasig City squad. Take a look at our first quarter highlights. Both teams off to a good start offensively, Coach Anton.
Joyce Adlawan playing inspired basketball. And then off the bench, you've got LJ Miranda chipping in. Also, Sophie Felisarta, of course, making her presence felt as she gets that offensive rebound off of that Chile Serrano miss.
Well, let's see if both squads can sustain this start offensively come the second quarter. 22-18 in favor of the Lady Kankaloo. We're going to take a short break.
We're going to see how this is going to pan out for the side of, or both teams rather, as it has been a close ball game. 47% for Caloocan in that first quarter, 10 out of 21. Habang itong Queenpin Pasig, 7 out of 19 36%.
Right now in the driver's seat. 22-20.
There you go.
Abby Palanya still here with Coach Anton de los Reyes. Miss Kit Kat Torre is on the sideline reporting for us. Quickly, an answer for the Lady Kankaloo. You see both teams here, Coach. The issue for Queenpin Pasig, not just last game, but the whole season, was their slow starts for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. They've been able to start strong in almost all their games, actually. Ang nagiging diferensya lang talaga sa kanila mostly has been the second half. So far, so good para sa parehong koponan.
That has been addressed, definitely those slow starts. Gabi Bade, of course, a big reason for that. As you see, Cristolentino getting that rebound, giving it up again to Diane Pedregosa underneath for the 2 points. You can't get any closer than this. Cuadro dos.
Padilla with the basketball. It's a screen from Natural. A jumper off to the right. Offensive rebound for Pasig. Miranda back in the game. Attacks on the baseline. That door shot. She settles for the jumper. That's a miss. Another possession here. Cancho from downtown.
All the confidence in the world. Nick Cantro knocking down that corner three in rhythm.
Certainly no hesitation right there. Oh, Pontejos gets a pass to Season, but she misses the gimme.
She was right there all alone. Great pass. Just couldn't convert for Janet.
25-22 now. Pasig looking to extend their advantage. That's LJ Miranda finding a way to get underneath and draw the foul.
Look at that. I just love what they're doing. Talking about Queenpin Pasig. Here's that three-pointer by Nick Cantro, getting the offensive board and just setting herself up for that corner three. I mean, look at Queenpin Pasig. They're talking to each other, huddling up every opportunity that they can get just to be able to tweak, fine-tune their offense and their defense.
LJ Miranda at the line. I'm sure Coach Kyle Umengan, he really was not happy na hindi siya nagpakita nung kanilang last game. I'm sure he wishes he could have been there. But right now, he's looking like he's pulling all the stops and making sure that his team right now is doing everything right.
Well, he can't afford to fall behind because remember, just to have our viewers get an idea of our format, pagkatapos ng ating preliminaries, ng ating elimination round, semis na kagad to. So, 6 teams, 2 laglag. So, hindi ka pwedeng mahuli sa ating team standings.
And currently, right now, pang-apat ang Queenpin Pasig, no? Meanwhile, a timeout on the floor here. Janine Pontejos nadapa after trying to defend that shot earlier for Pasig. Queenpin is ahead right now by 6 points, 28-22.
Welcome to Hotel Sogo. We are thrilled to have you as our guest.
Computer, turn on the lights. Computer, open curtain.
LJ Miranda and the Queenpin Pasig up by 6 points here, 28-22 against the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo.
It's a 10-2 run here for the side of Queenpin Pasig to start the second quarter.
Defensively, they've been tightening up. That has forced the Lady Kankaloo into a series of misses. Let's see if the girls in orange can score here. Season attacking the gap, puts it up, gets it to go.
Look at that. All that contact is still able to finish with the left. Janet Season making up for that earlier miss on that fast break.
First 2 points of the game para sa kanya. Nice give and go there for Queenpin Pasig. Natural to Sario.
At least Sario just knew exactly what to do on that particular play, leaving Janet Season behind.
Now in double figures with 11. Talking about Lisario. A steal here for the girls in white. Patilla may tangan ng bola. Can shot. This time top of the circle. That was a miss. 30-24. Lady Kankaloo with possession. Drive inside. Adi Adlawan drawing the foul on the defense. She will take 2 shots.
I like what Caloocan is doing. They're going to the hole, getting those attempts.
This is our Hotel Sogo. So clean, so good. So good play of the quarter.
Again, we talked about it. That was that give and go play. Cham natural to Lisario. Nalingat lang ng tingin dun si Janet. Lisario was gone.
Can't let your attention wane with those kinds of players. Really smart players. High IQ para dito sa Queenpin Pasig. Adi Adlawan makes it just a 4-point lead. Alam mo si Adi Adlawan, ano yan, SK chairwoman yan dati sa kanyang barangay.
Talaga ba?
Oo. Pati sports chairwoman. Di naman.
Akala ko kabarangay.
Tsaka sports chairwoman rin siya sa PUP. So ang tawag niya sa kanya nung college, Sherman.
Sige, bakit Sherman?
Kasi nga, chairwoman siya sa SK, pati chairwoman pa siya sa sports doon sa PUP.
Kaya
Kaya yung bansag daw sa kanya nung college.
Alam mo naman ang PUP, lamang yan sa school natin eh. PUP, Philippine University of the Philippines.
Double P eh, no?
Double P. Tayo,
Oh, come on, Coach Anton. We don't want to be raising some eyebrows.
Now, of course, we know PUP is Polytechnic University of the Philippines. We just like to make fun, make jokes.
Pagpasensya niyo na po yung aking partner. I did not bring up the topic. 30-28 is the count. Pasig still ahead. They miss. Quick stop here for the Lady Kankaloo. Tolentino looks forward. Adlawan is ahead of the pack, and suddenly we're all tied up at 30 apiece.
That's a great outlet pass from Chris Tolentino, and an even better catch. And that jump stop, I always say that you have to get used to that jump stop, get your balance so that you can get up and make that shot.
Miranda, a little Pinoy step on that baseline and gets the defense off timing. She will take 2 shots here. LJ Miranda, she's really quite a matchup when you get her downhill, no?
Yeah, it's the length, the athleticism is there for LJ.
You know, somehow players, basketball players really start with volleyball first, really have that athleticism. And LJ is one of them.
There you go. Again, LJ Miranda started out with volleyball. The reason for that is because wala daw basketball.
Ayun na nga eh.
Nung time nila, sa kanyang province. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe she is from
Isabela.
Yun.
Oo.
I was gonna say Cagayan Valley. Pero doon din yun, sa up north.
Malapit-lapit na rin yun, Coach.
Tama, medyo.
Makipagkwentuhan muna tayo kay KitKat Torre. Go ahead, KitKat.
Quick update lang coming on the side of the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. After taking that nasty fall, Coach Janine is currently benched with an ice on her wrist as per the medic na hyperbend yung kanyang right arm pagka-land niya kasi yun yung unang nag-contact with the ground. However, there are no signs of anything more serious than that, so it's ice for now and we'll hopefully see her back on the court later. Javi and Coach Anton?
Maraming salamat, KitKat. Thank you for that update. That's a really unfortunate incident, no? madalas nangyayari yan sa mga player na tutukod yung mga wrist. Oo. Kasi minsan yan ang ginagamit nila to cushion
Break
the fall.
Yeah, to break. I broke my wrist. because
Doing
of
that,
Yeah. Back
Hassle.
in,
Actually,
high
ako rin
school.
my left wrist is actually kind of
Same.
sprained right now.
Oh, man. I broke my left wrist, had to have a cast.
But usually they tell you to cushion the fall by falling down on your backside.
Yep.
Pero sometimes that's hard to do. Yung natural instinct is
Yep.
to cushion the fall with your hands. Kaya madalas nangyayari na tutukod and na-injure yung mga wrist. But Janine Potas is now back on the floor.
She's a trooper.
She is definitely. And she has fought a lot of battles for her to just miss this on an injured wrist. A miss for the Lady Kankaloo. Queenpin up by a point. Bade the lob inside to Villanueva in transition. Somebody's down. Is that Joan Camagong?
Hope she's okay. She looked like she hit her head
Yeah.
when she fell, but there you go. She's helped up by Janine Ponteos, and she is up on her feet.
No, she's
Joan
another
Joan.
trooper for sure.
Matibay ang kamagong. Pwede ba namang hindi?
I heard that from the last game.
There you go.
Ayun, oh.
So, glad to see she is okay.
Good thing nakatayo siya agad.
Ayun.
Possession will swing back to the Lady Kankaloo. Chance to get back the lead. The 1-2-1-1 press here for the girls in white. Pero naitawid naman agad ng Lady Kankaloo. Camagong attacks to her strong side and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up para sa kanya. Mimi Mendaros will pick up the personal. That's going to be her second in this game. Third team foul for Pasig dito sa ating pangalawang yugto. Camagong missing on the first. Former Adamson Baby Falcon as well as a UE Lady Warrior.
There you go.
Camagong splits her charities and ties the game up at 31.
Still a close ball game. I love what we're seeing. Remember, there was that quick run, a 12-4 run para sa Queenpin Pasig, but right now, it's a 13-11 run. So they've closed the gap, talking about Caloocan.
But Gabi Bade saying, I'm going to break this tie right away. I'm going to take over. And when the going gets tough, you can rely heavily on Gabi Bade.
Gabi the Baddie.
Yan na ba ang official moniker niya?
That's what we call her. Gabi the Baddie.
3-point play completed by the Baddie. 34-31. Nice back and forth we're seeing here between these two squads. At the bottom half of our team standings, Caloocan wala pang panalo in 4 games. While Queenpin Pasig is currently 1-2 in the team standings. They are number 4 out of the 6 teams we have here in the second season.
How do you like that hustle from Sophie Felisarta, saving that loose ball?
Tolentino assessing the defense on top. Chris drives off the glass, too strong. Villanueva with board. Bade looks ahead. The extra pass. Mendaros couldn't finish. Bade gets the loose ball. Jumps for the pass and was fouled on the release.
They're saying there's a reach in on that one. On Janine Pontejos. Tel Escotido unable to finish, but let me just go ahead and greet her. A belated happy birthday. Ito, sure ako.
Okay, sige.
Birthday ni Tel Escotido.
Happy birthday, Tel.
Cristel pala, wag na Tel. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry.
sige. Yun ba sabi
Cristel.
niya?
Oo. Before kasi Tel, tas binago niya. Sabi niya yung...
Bakit?
Tel. Mature na daw siya. Ayaw niya na ng nickname. Cristel na daw ngayon.
Ganun pala yun, ha?
Ganun ang sabi niya sa akin. It's like, okay.
By the way, shoutout pala sa isa sa mga team manager ng Queenpin, si Manila Kingpin owner JC Fernandez. Not sure if he's here in the venue or maybe just watching live. Pero usually nandito yan eh.
Yan yung palagi yung nakikitang suot mo eh.
Oo.
Yung, Manila Kingpin, yun eh.
Boss JC,
Baka
good evening
naman.
sa'yo. 34-31, 3 minutes and change remaining here in this first half. Ponteos got hit on the chin. That's definitely going to be a foul against Pasig.
Tried to fight off. Use that high ball screen by Sophie Pelesart. Gabi Bade giving chase. Clipped her on the chin.
Ponteos, who has averaged 12.3 points this season, has yet to score for the Lady Kankaloo in this game. At Adlawan has taken on a lot of their production. She misses on that shot though. Bade pushing. Here comes Pasig. Villanueva pulls it out. Somebody's open on the left side. Kak was asking for it. Escotido, di ulit makatapos sa loob. Kak finally has it. She launches. Good line, just a little bit too much muscle on that shot attempt.
She was wide open on that transition. Could have swung it over to the other side, but the defense good to react. Kate Marcos covering Melody Kak.
Lady Kankaloo got it in the middle. Pedregosa couldn't hit on the fall away. Felisarta put back. Third opportunity. Still no go. Loose ball picked up by Bade. Gabi, crossover to the left side. Some contact. No whistle blown, but it will stay with the Queenpin. Looks like our referee is conferring here, and they will reverse the call. It will go the other side. The Lady Kankaloo will take possession. At may pumasok na group of fans dito sa loob ng ating venue. Not sure yet who they're cheering for, no? Mamaya malalaman natin. Actually, good-sized crowd, no, for a Wednesday night here in the MRB gym. And that's a good shot for Adi Adlawan.
There you go. Top of the key three. Adi Adlawan again ringing the bell. She ties it up.
Tabla na tayo sa 34. Parehong kupunan. Bade missing on the layup. Natural. Couldn't get it up close. Felisarta clears it for Caloocan. Ponteos. Corner pocket 3. Still couldn't buy a basket. Pedregosa underneath, off the glass, plus the foul.
They are killing it on the offensive glass. Etong Caloocan, Lady Kankaloo pretty much being ready for those second chance opportunities as you see that miss by Janine Ponteos, but Diane Pedregosa with a cleanup job, turning trash into cash.
And
Chance for the
Pedregosa
bonus.
averaging 6 rebounds per game for the Lady Kankaloo. She had 5 against Binyan. Currently with 3 right now to go along with her 8 points. Giving the Lady Kankaloo the advantage 36-34. And she can extend it with this free throw. There you go. Makes it 37-34. A minute and 26 remaining. Go ahead, Coach Anton.
Has been a game of runs for both of these teams. Earlier, we saw at the start of the second, it was a 12-4 run. Now it's Caloocan's turn to go on their own run. This is an 8-2 run.
Let's see what Pasig and Coach Kyle Omengan has up their sleeve for this possession. But free throws actually, coming up for Gabi Bade. Parehong kupunan pala. Over the limit already here. Bade, 7 points in this game, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. She only had 6 points during her first game. 6.7 rebounds and 4 assists. Playing her second game of the season after, of course, being away dun sa kanyang stint with Gilas Pilipinas dun sa Asian Beach Games. She is a silver medalist. And she gets the steal here. A chance for them to tie, maybe even take the lead. Sario sets from the outside, bottom of the drain para kay Lee Sario.
Good pass, Chris Padilla recognizing that Lee Sario was wide open on that left wing, and you said it, nothing but the bottom. You're gonna see it again in rhythm. Look at that, Lee Sario, beautiful looking three-pointer.
38-37, that prompts a timeout for Coach MJ Abalos. Magbabalik ang Wmpbl.
Welcome to Hotel Sogo. We are thrilled to have you as our guest.
Adi Adlawan and the Caloocan lady Kankaloo down by just a point here with 54 seconds remaining in the first half. The Queenpin Pasig answering back with a run of their own in what has been, as Coach Anton mentioned, a game of runs dito sa ating laro.
It's a seesaw battle that we're seeing. Neither team wanting to go ahead and give that lead, or at least have the other team have a certain advantage for them to pull away.
Pasig gets the stop. Bade free for 3. A long rebound taken by the girls in orange. There's a whistle away from play. And looks like it's going to be a foul. Not yet sure who against. Pero parehong team nasa penalty na. So it's definitely going to be free throws for one team.
That's Cham Natural, and I believe the other is Adi Adlawan that's been jockeying for position. Could be a double foul, could be a foul on the other end, could be a foul against Caloocan, could be a foul against Queenpin Pasig.
Our officials will be reviewing that last sequence to see kung sino ba talaga ang papatawan ng karapdapang punishment dito. 34.1 seconds pa natitira dito sa ating first half. Both teams really showing the sense of urgency in this game, and this seesaw battle has been a breath of fresh air, especially after our first game where Akari really dominated Quezon City.
That first half, though, it was RK Hoops who was up by 4 at the end, but that second quarter, they started it out. Bunch of turnovers.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari. Watch the middle of your screens right there. Natural and Adlawan. No, it's not Adi Adlawan. It's Pedregosa.
Yeah, Pedregosa. So it's Diane and Cham. They were jockeying for position. You know, you can't fault Diane Pedregosa because Cham Natural just has a knack for getting those offensive rebounds. She may be undersized, but she reminds me of a Dennis Rodman. She just knows where that ball is gonna go. You know, she has the inside track even. You see one player is gonna go ahead. That Stiff Mo is gonna go and box out Nick Cantro, but Cham Natural already in there, getting inside position.
And that's easier said than done, Coach. That's a talent, actually. Many people might say. Hindi rin yan masyado natuturo eh. Even if you try and teach it, the application always comes very difficultly for the players trying to learn it.
It's going to really depend on that player, how they want to be able to go and execute. And Cham Natural, I would say, natural na sa kanya yan eh. Kumuha ng offensive rebound. Natural na natural sa kanya yan.
Well, yung katunggali niya rin naman, si Diane Pedregosa, magaling rin naman kumuha ng rebound. But Cham Natural, she's playing way above her height here. Going up against a much taller Diane Pedregosa. You could see somebody swung an arm.
It was Diane who did, but could be a retaliation for a bump or something. But, let's see.
Di natin masyado makita dun sa angle na yun, no? That our referees might have had the virtue of better angles. One of our officials now approaching the scorer's table for the official verdict. Oh, it is an unsportsmanlike foul. It's gonna go against Cham Natural. Are you surprised with the call, Coach Anton?
Somewhat.
Yeah, to me, with the angle we were looking at, it looked like just a normal foul.
Would be just, you know, getting inside position, but...
it may be the swing of the arm could have been just an offensive foul, but you know, our referees know better. At Pedregosa, missing on the first free throw. She currently has 7 points, 2 rebounds. I believe both of them on the offensive glass. She misses both her charities. Caloocan is now 4 out of 9 from the free throw line this evening. And they get possession. They're down by 1, 37-38. 34.1 seconds ang nalalabi dito sa ating first half.
Those are missed opportunities for Caloocan on those free throws.
Marcos receives the pass. Ponteos is asking for it. Instead, Ngo sets the screen for Kitty. Canso on her. Pasig gets the steal. That's Padilla who was nadaganan siya doon ni Ngo.
That stiff Ngo tried to go for that leather.
Holding on to her face right now. Itong si Padilla.
Hope she's okay. Talking about Chris Padilla, but she is up. So that's a good sign.
Here's what happened. Tiff Ngo driving, tried to go for that spin, and then look at Chris Padilla just at the right place at the right time, anticipating that spin perfectly. Kaya lang, nadaganan niya siya doon. And that's going to be a foul against Tiff Ngo. That's why Chris Padilla will be taking a couple of charities here with 22.3 seconds remaining here in the first half. Medyo bumagal na yung action natin dito, the latter part of our second quarter, Coach Anton, because of all these fouls that both teams have been committing.
And plus the adrenaline dump, of course, to start the game off. Alam naman natin, there's that rush of adrenaline. It sort of levels off in the second quarter, and pretty much that's what happened in this game.
Which is why it's always interesting to watch the third quarter, because most of the time in close games, the third quarter proves to be the most crucial.
Can't start flat in that second quarter. Parang first quarter din yan kung tutuusin. So you have to come up with that same intensity to be able to go ahead and pull this game out.
Ponteos from the perimeter, that's good. Tabla na muli tayo, 39 all. 4 seconds to go. Natural gets it off the glass and in. Did that go in on time?
That one I'm sure it did go in. That was a great drop pass, Gabi Bade. Great court awareness. She knew exactly the time.
If you're gonna talk about height, it's supposed to be the other way around. Bad is supposed to be the one lurking in that baseline, and Natural is supposed to be the one coming from the outside. But that's just the roles that they've been playing perfectly so far in this game. Talking about the Queenpin Pasig, Cham Natural in her area of expertise here against phalanx of defenders. It's not gonna count, no.
There you go on that replay.
Basket will not count para kay Cham Natural, and both teams fight each other to a 39-all deadlock after the first 20 minutes. That second quarter slowed down during the latter part, but the first part, we've seen some big shots made by both teams.
Oh, Nick Cancho getting that offensive rebound and then resetting for that three-pointer out that corner. Again, a 12-4 run for Queenpin, but answering right back. 8-2 run midway. Itong Caloocan, Janine Pontejos tying it up at 39 apiece.
And that was actually her first 2 points of the game. Magbabalik ang Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Halftime between the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo and the Pasig Queenpin basketball. We're all tied at 39 apiece here. Magandang gabi muli sa inyong lahat. Happy Palanya, joined by Coach Anton de los Reyes. Miss Kit Kat Torre is at courtside. It's been a game of runs, Coach Anton, just like you've been talking about during the course of that first half. And both teams have really been fighting ferociously here in the first two quarters.
Can't get any closer than this. 39 apiece as you look at the field goals. I want to start off with Caloocan. They've been getting those points inside the paint even in the first quarter. They've got a total of 26 points in the paint. That's why they've got that high field goal clip of 41. Habang itong Queenpin Pasig naman 35% from the field. Not too far behind, but the three-point shooting 4 out of 13 for Queenpin Pasig, 1 out of 5 for Caloocan. Rebounding department, dikitan lang yan. +1 lang ang Caloocan, as well as the assist. +1 ang Caloocan. And if you look at the turnovers, also 9 as well. You can't get any closer. 39 for this second game sa ating doubleheader this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been really tough to analyze who would get the upper hand dahil pareho nga lang, and our score is tied at 39 all. Our top scorers for both teams, Lee Sario had a great start to this game. 14 points para sa kanya. Gabi Bade contributing 8. LJ Miranda has 6 on the other side. Adi Adlawan has 13. Sophie Felizarta 8. And Diane Pedregosa chipping in with 7 markers for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. And what a game it has been. Certainly a big improvement from their last games, both against the Binyanta Takjal Angels. Parehong kupunan, they need victories, especially Caloocan, who are still winless at 0-4, while Queenpin Pasig is 1-2. They're looking to even out their win-loss record here in this game against the Lady Kankaloo. Teka, check out our Astrotel fans of the game. Ito yung ata yung mga bagong dating kanina na grabe yung sigawan eh.
Oo, yan yun eh. Tamo naman.
Sino kaya yung chinicheer nila? Alam na ba natin?
Hindi pa natin alam. Pero
Kasi kanina may chinicheer sila na malakas talaga eh.
glad to see that, you know, they're here to support women's basketball.
Definitely a rising sport here in the country. Not just here in our local league, but also internationally. We have players actually already playing professionally abroad. Our national team has been winning medals in FIBA competitions, and we're just very glad to see the progression of women's basketball here in the Philippines.
And speaking of those professional stints, ito yung mga players natin, Afril Bernardino, Sam Harada, Kay Pingol, and Carl Pingol as the 3x3 team roster. It's gonna be May 7 to 8 in Manila. Abang Gabi Bade, Tantoy Ferrer, Mika Cacho, and Camille Clarin gonna be playing as well.
Di tapos na yan, Coach. Last weekend.
Tapos na. Okay?
Last weekend. They competed dun sa
There you go.
3x3 event in the MOA Music Hall, which I think was won by Team USA.
But still, that competition, it's nice to see that they're getting that kind of exposure.
Yes.
Talking about our women ballers.
Eh magko-compete rin naman ng 3x3 team natin sa FIBA 3x3 World Cup in a couple of months. So that definitely is something to look forward to.
That's in Poland.
Yes, that's going to be in Poland, yes.
Punta ka ba?
So sana kung may time. Tsaka kung may pera. Ikaw, punta ka?
Hindi. Dito lang ako, dito lang.
Dito na lang tayo. Manood na lang tayo ng Wmpbl.
Dito na lang tayo.
We're gonna take a short break here. Magbabalik ang Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Hotel Sogo, so clean, so good. Thank you to one of our sponsors for the second season of the Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. For those of you who are near the venue here at the MRB Gym in Commonwealth, Quezon City, drop on over to catch this game between the Queenpin Pasig and the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo to check out the Hotel Sogo booth here. And also, syempre, para mapanood ang ating mga players na naglalaban dito. This has been a heated battle between two teams in search of victories, especially itong Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Paulit-ulit na nga ako dito nagsasabi. Sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. They're 0-4, while Queenpin Pasig is 1-2. And for Caloocan, coach, it's been a huge problem for them dahil hindi lang naman basta-basta mga talo ang meron nila. No? They've lost their games by an average margin of 27.5 points. Their closest loss came against Quezon City, 8 points, but the rest 30 plus.
They were up against powerhouse team, so you can't really fault that. Ang masakit doon yung sa Binyan. Yung sa Binyan yung dikit yung laban, which was their last game. That was in Phil Oil. Yun yung masakit kasi like what I talked about at the top of the broadcast, from the first quarter to the second, 3 points lang ang lamang, pero yun nga, big runs by Binyan really put that game away in the third quarter.
And the shots just started to miss continuously. They were in a long drought in that third quarter. They allowed Binyan 26 points in the third and 41 in the fourth.
Yep. Again, it's not how you start, it's how you're gonna end. So pretty much, Caloocan, right now they're on a good start. But we're going to see if they're going to be able to close out this game against Queenpin Pasig.
Both teams with some quick points early here in the second half. That's Gabi Bade knocking down that trifecta from the right flank. Currently, they're down by a couple of points here. Tolentino underneath, one fake, gets it up and in.
That was a broken play. Nick Cantra had a hand on it, but Chris Tolentino recovers.
Meanwhile, Chris Padilla streaking to the basket and kissing it off the glass, 46-44. We're seeing the adrenaline once again from both teams coming off the dugout, just like what we saw during the first quarter and in the first half of that second period.
And what a blur. Etong si Chris Padilla.
Oh, indeed.
No signs of that.
Yeah.
I remember she was holding on to her face. Parang wala na. Okay na.
Kanina nadaganan siya ni Tifngo, no?
Yep.
Ponteos handling the basketball. 2 players down. Short on the J. Sario picks it up. Bade is up ahead. Sario still has it. Lee will take it for herself. A little bit too short on that banker. The Kankaloo with a counter-attack here. Adlawan was that recipient supposedly from that pass by Tolentino. Turnover for them. Bade spins her way to 2 points.
Look at that. That crossover is deadly for Gabi Bade. Left Janine Ponteos behind and then putting her defender on the blender, getting the finish in the paint.
Definitely that's going to be on one of her highlight reels. She ties the game up at 46-all. And she also helps pull off that stop for the Queenpin Pasig. This is our Hotel Sogo. So clean, so good play of the quarter. Gabi Bade with a spectacular crossover and finish for the Queenpin Pasig.
See how quick that was. Just to shift and change speeds and change directions for Gabi Bade.
13 points already in the game para sa kanya. Padilla having trouble with the basketball. Cancho to Villanueva, who cuts through the middle. Went for that inside hand scoop. Well defended by the girls in orange. Miranda gets the steal. Bade is asking for it. Padilla still has it on the left side. Miranda drives baseline. Decelerates. No finish. The tap goes to Adi Adlawan. The Lady Kankaloo almost lost it momentarily, but here they are, able to get it across. Ponteos pinapahirapan ni Padilla. Miranda gets the swipe. And LJ will have a walk in the park for these 2 points.
From defense to offense, Chris Padilla disrupting that offense of Caloocan. And you've got LJ Miranda with that cakewalk of a finish. You'll see it here again. Look at that.
A former Ateneo Lady Eagle getting 2 points there to give the lead back to Queenpin Pasig.
Welcome to Hotel Sogo. We are thrilled to have you as our guest.
Computer, turn on the lights. Computer, open curtain.
We are back for more basketball action here in the MRB gym, and on your screens we're here to talk about the queen of Queenpin, their top scorer Lisario, and like what you guys mentioned, all eyes are on her to fill in for Steph Barbarabe and Hazel Yang, but she doesn't see it that way, saying na walang pressure on her kasi hindi naman dapat na isa lang magsa-step up. It's a team game, so dapat lahat kami mag-step up to secure the team and the win, says Sario. And on your screens, you can see Lisario's family, who she had her support of, has their support here, coming from Davao. They flew in, and with that, she dedicates this game and her stellar performance to their presence, her mom and her sister. Having Coach Anton?
Thank you so much, Kit Kat. We always love to have your family watching your games. And I'm sure Lisario cherishes that opportunity. Kaya naman maganda yung lalaro niya ngayon. Gaya na sabi ni Kit Kat.
All the way from Davao.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Kaya sulitin mo rin talaga no, pag nanonood sila.
Yes, indeed.
Meanwhile, Sophie Felizarta.
May dalang suha siguro yan.
Hingi tayo. Mahilig ka ba sa suha, Coach?
Fruits in general, I
Nuts.
enjoy.
Health conscious ka talaga, no?
Siyempre. Mga tanda na tayo. Eh.
Sophie Felizarta knocks down her second free throw. I think the official score is 48-47. Natural underneath. Villanueva gets it. Gets it out to Miranda. Bade sets for three. A little bit long. The rebound back with Gabby. Shot clock reset here for the Queenpin. Padilla galing sa labas. Miranda unbothered for that offensive rebound. There's a foul against the Lady Kankaloo.
It's going to be on Chris Tolentino. There was a bump from behind against LJ Miranda. But how do you like that? That possession, it was kept alive because of Cham Natural. She tapped that ball. She wasn't going to be able to get that, but she tapped it, and Gabby Bade was able to recover. Swung it over to Chris Padilla. Missed that three, but that offensive rebound to LJ.
Mas napapadali yung trabaho ng mga teammates mo pag may player ka sa loob ng sahig tulad ni Cham Natural. The Lady Kankaloo are able to get the turnover on the Queenpin. And Dayan Pedregosa getting the assist on the other side from Janine Pontejos.
It was a 2-on-none fast break.
Pedregosa with 9 points in this game. Another stoppage here. And Coach Kyle Omengan will take this opportunity to give Gabby Bade a rest. Pero ang ibabalik niya naman si Lisario.
Parang walang nawala. There's no dip in talent whatsoever.
No doubt about that. Lisario currently leads all scorers with 14 in this game. Sudden head coach today, MJ Abalos for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Sario drives and scores.
Instant offense from Lee Sario. 16 points now in total for Lee, putting on a show.
50-48 is the official score. Ano, tabla na pala tayo at 50 all. Past the halfway point of the third quarter. Shot from the outside, no good. Chris Padilla quick to get the basketball. Padilla turns, fires, could not score. Pedregosa fighting for that rebound. Padilla is right behind, creeping up on her and trying to steal it away. Pero may foul na itatawag laban sa Pasig.
Probably going to be on Chris Padilla as she was giving chase at Cham Natural. Cham Natural is going to get called for that foul. I thought it was going to be Chris Padilla. She was running and trying to retrieve that leather.
So it was away from play pala.
Yun, no?
Si Cham Natural ulit ang suspect. Second personal foul on Cham in this game. Nobody was ready to receive the basketball for the Lady Kankaloo. Jawan Camagong was left without anybody to pass to.
She had to get rid of that leather unless she wanted to get called for that foul, 5-second violation. Buti na lang, natapik ni Lisario.
Set up here for Caloocan, but picked off right away by Pasig. Miranda is up the front court, and LJ Miranda will get the basket plus the foul.
And good D by LJ Miranda. Stayed in front of that offensive player. Gabi Bade retrieving, getting that outlet, and look at that. That reach in Kate Marcos getting called for that foul. LJ Miranda with a finish.
Perfect outlet pass from Gabi Bade.
In stride.
Yes.
That's what you call a perfect pass when the recipient is just going to go for that 1-2 and then that finish or iaangat na lang.
Yung tinuturo nga sa amin dati nung high school, dapat talaga most of the time ang outlet passes medyo palobo talaga ng konti. Camagong missing from the outside. Another stop generated here by Pasig. Pero dalawa lang naman ang lamang nila dito. Bade attacks. Villanueva push shot. No. Look at Cham Natural. Almost in contention for another rebound, but the Lady Kankaloo have it. Marcos with it on the left side. She drives past Villanueva, fakes out the defense, and gets it to go for two.
That's a smart move. Kate Marcos, she had that mismatch. The taller Villanueva took her off the dribble and then the finish.
Miranda attacking two defenders there, and Marcos will give up the foul.
Siya kasi yung nakashoot.
Oo nga, may ganun trend pala dito, no?
Diba? Pag ikaw nakashoot,
Ikaw rin ang fa-foul sa kabila.
Oh, ganyan.
That seems to be the trend here in the WMPBL.
Ay, kahit saan na league na nakakover na, ganyan palagi rin.
Or baka dahil sa influensya mo yan, Coach Anton?
Hindi, wala.
Pag ikaw nagko-cover.
Siya dito.
Natural missing from up close. Ponteos pinapahirapan ni Lisario. That's gonna be a foul on Lee. It's Sario saying to our referees, teka lang, let me explain.
Wait lang daw. Iniipit daw kasi siya ni Janine.
Janine Ponteos is a grizzled veteran. It's so hard to try and outsmart her, especially on situations like this. Ang hirap gulangan ng isang Janine Ponteos.
Well, there was that reach though, to be to the point of our officials. May reach in din naman si Lee.
Lady Kankaloo with possession. Tabla tayo at 52. We've had a lot of deadlocks in this game, as well as lead changes. Camagong is wide open on the baseline, but Serrano could not give it up. Instead, Pasig forces a jump ball situation, but possession stays with the Lady Kankaloo.
That blind side on that double on Chile Serrano.
Under 3 minutes to play in the third. Pedregosa missing on the runner. It did not hit the basket. That's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation.
And there was no reset. If you're Kate Marcos or actually anyone on the floor, you have to let your teammates know about that shot clock situation.
Can Pasig break the tie? Almost a travel by Sario. She was hit after. Villanueva could not hit from the outside. Kate Marcos seeing an opening in the middle. Drops it off. Adlawan. Couple of fakes. Shot blocked. Loose ball. Back with Adlawan. And finally, she gets the deuce.
There you go. That is the crowd that is cheering for Adi Adlawan, the birthday girl. It was her birthday last Monday.
15 points in the game for the standout from PUP. Villanueva has missed her last 2 shots from the outside. Caloocan Lady Kankaloo in front by just a couple of markers. And look at this sequence. This was the pass possession for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, and Adi Adlawan just too persistent on that last play. We're going to take a timeout. 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. LJ Miranda and the Queenpin Pasig down by 1 basket here against the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Bade attacks to the left. Well defended there by Pedregosa. She was asking for the foul, talking about Bade. A little late to come back down on defense. Camagong attacks the defense of Gabby, and there's going to be a foul on her. That will mean 2 free throws for Joan Camagong. Caloocan even asking for an unsportsmanlike. They thought that Gabby was pulling her down. Check out what happened here on your screens. Camagong saw the opening. And it looks like Gabby got all ball there, coach.
It depends on what the angle of our officials, but from that angle, that baseline angle, seems like she got all ball, and John Camagong was just trying to initiate that contact, and Gabby Bade was moving away from her. That's why she fell down.
Camagong missing on the first free throw. Caloocan is 6 out of 11 from the charity stripe in this game. 1 out of 2 para kay Joan Camagong. 4 points in the game para sa kanya. 55-52. Bade working 2-man game with Natural. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass underneath, but definitely going to be a turnover for Pasig.
I thought that shot was blocked for Cham Natural. A bit surprised. Ball's going to go over to the side of Caloocan.
A chance to make this a 2-possession ball game. Talk about the Lady Kankaloo. Marcos sets it up. Picks up her dribble. Pedregosa attacking from the corner. Floats it up. Does not hit anything. Camagong, that's a travel.
Couldn't get her momentum or to stop her momentum and at least get her balance. Talking about Joan Camagong.
Lisario will come back in for Gabby Bade. Sila talaga nagpapalitan dito, no? Para kay Coach Kyle Umengan.
I'm pretty sure come the 4th quarter, we're gonna see Gabby Bade and Lisario.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, together with LJ. I would say your most potent lineup.
Sario trying to outsmart the defense of Camagong. That ball sailed out of bounds. Looks like Sario on the right side. Parungao pops out. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Parungao gets it up. Couldn't hit.
Nice getaway on that move for Parungao.
Down to 40 seconds in the 3rd. Caloocan trying to go back door, but it's picked off. Another steal here for Miranda. LJ draws another foul. That seems to be her specialty. That sidestep.
And it's not all fast
Yes.
for LJ. She has that diesel just to catch your timing, to get you off time. That time you saw Diane Pedregosa, she had her hands up, and that sidestep made Diane go left, giving her that bump.
Little Manu Ginobili in her, I must say.
Lefty pa.
Oo.
Ganun yata pag lefty. Itong kasama ko eh. Kaliwete din to eh.
Umiiwas na nga ako doon sa topic na yun.
Kaliwete eh.
Magagaling talaga mga kaliwete, coach.
Parang ganun.
Favorite talaga ng mga kaliwete yung sidestep eh.
Yun.
Napapansin ko rin talaga eh. Miranda knocks down that second free throw. They're down by a point. 25 seconds ang natitira dito sa ating pangatlong yugto. Marcos gets a screen from Serrano. Picks up her dribble again in the midst of two defenders, but she's lucky to draw a foul there. Penalty na ang parehong kupunan. That's gonna mean 2 free throws for Kate Marcos.
She had nowhere to go. Talking about Kate Marcos, bailed out on that reach and foul by Lisario.
And that seems to be a habit of her, at least from what I've seen here in the third quarter. She attacks and then picks up her dribble and just suddenly looks for somebody to pass to. Marcos knocks down the first. Now at 3 points in this game, only averaging just a point this season. Para sa Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, talking about Kate Marcos. 56 to 54, 16.4 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. 1 for 2 for Kate Marcos. Ria Parongao on the left side. Kicks it out. Miranda attacks middle. Was not able to establish her pivot foot. Shuffled her feet. And that's going to be a walk laban sa kanya.
Gabby Bade and Chris Padilla were getting ready to check back in and recalled to the bench by Coach Kyle. Mamaya na daw kayo sa fourth.
8 seconds remaining here for perhaps the last shot of the quarter for the Lady Kankaloo. Marcos into the lane once again. Wanted to drop it off to Pedregosa pero maubusan na tayo ng oras dito sa ating third quarter. And the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo maintain that slim advantage. 56 to 54. Some highlights here from the third. Chris Tolentino has maintained her all-around play in this game, while LJ Miranda has knocked down a lot of those layups for Queenpin Pasig.
Just a 17 to 15 run in that third quarter, giving this 2-point lead para dito sa Caloocan. Remember, we were knotted at 39 apiece at halftime.
It continues to remain tight here between Caloocan and Pasig. We'll be back for the fourth quarter of action dito sa Wmpbl.
Welcome to Hotel Sogo. We are thrilled to have you as our guest.
Gabby Bade and the Queenpin Pasig down by just a bucket here as we enter our fourth and final quarter. They're up against the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. 0-4 so far this season. Pasig is 1-2.
And so far in that third quarter, you saw Caloocan shooting 42%, habang ang Queenpin Pasig 33%.
Chris Tolentino definitely ups the percentage for the Lady Kankaloo on that shot, extending their lead to 4. Good evening to everybody watching on the WMPBL Facebook and YouTube pages. Avi Palanya and Coach Anton de los Reyes on the call. Miss Kit Kat Torre is at courtside. Coach Anton, did you expect this ball game to play out the way it has?
I'm gonna say yes and no. The reason for this is ang Caloocan, they need that sense of urgency because they are at 0-4. For Queenpin Pasig naman, nandyan kasi si Gabby Bade maglalaro eh. So parang ini-expect mo na, oh, this is gonna be probably a cakewalk for them. But, alam mo yung ganun bagay. At, right on cue, Gabby Bade.
Well, you mentioned it was supposed to be like a cakewalk for Pasig. That certainly hasn't been the case, but the insertion of Gabby Bade back into the lineup in this game has certainly given them a big boost. I mean, you have a player of her caliber. Of course, you would want her to be playing on the floor for you. And virtue of that last play, she would definitely want to have Gabby Bade scoring for you if you're Queenpin Pasig.
Of course, if that last name seems familiar, of course, this is the daughter of Chris Bade, pretty much.
Former PBA player.
Yeah. Also played for the NBA para sa Pangasinan.
She definitely has her roots from that area, no?
Yes, indeed.
And here she is again with the basketball. Bade with the right hand. Medyo napasobra yung pectus. The Lady Kankaloo on the other side. Cancho was able to challenge that, but might have undercut the shooter on that play. Sophie Felizarta was the one taking that on the baseline. She will take 2 free throws.
A bit too overly aggressive on that closeout was Nick Cancho. Too late on the breaks.
Well, in my opinion, might have been lucky she wasn't called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Let's go courtside to Miss Kit Kat Torre for the report. Go ahead, Kit Kat.
Coming from the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo side, we may not know, but they're actually locked and loaded with 3 coaches on their team in the forms of Janet Season, Tin Kapilit, and Coach Janine Pontejo. So you can say the Caloocan team is laden with rookies, but the wisdom they hold is bountiful. So with these 3 coaches, alongside Captain Chris Tolentino leading the huddle and leading the team in this final quarter, they are holding down the fort and making sure they come home with that win. Javi and Coach Anton?
Maraming salamat, Kit Kat. Well, they are certainly helping Coach MJ Ambalos on his first time on the sideline. Kaya naman siguro maganda talaga ang pinapakita nila ngayon, especially with that sense of urgency in getting their first win this season. And they get a stop here, a score on the other side.
No dribble necessary. Chris Tolentino with that rebound. Janine Ponteos with the outlet. And then the finish.
Tin Kapilit scoring there. Isa sa mga coaches na binabanggit ni Kit Kat during her report. Isa sa mga coaches na nandito sa kupunan ng Lady Kankaloo, helping out Coach MJ Abalos on his first stint on the sideline for the Lady Kankaloo. So far, so good for their team as they lead 63-57.
Angkop na angkop sa sponsor natin. So far, so good.
Tama ka dyan. Ponteos from the corner. Money in the back for Captain Coach Janine Pontejos.
8-3 run para dito sa Caloocan. That's gonna trigger a timeout para dito sa Queenpin Pasig. You see the confidence on the side of Janine Pontejos as she knocks down that corner 3. Great pick by Chris Tolentino.
Hotel Sogo, so clean, so good, so good. Play of the quarter, 3-point shot courtesy of Janine Pontejos. She now has 10 points. Timeout, Queenpin Pasig. Queenpin Pasig down by 9 points here after an 8-3 run by the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. 66-57. Lisario to try and knock some sense into her squad. Villanueva gets the offensive rebound, draws the foul, floats it up, and gets the 2 points.
Finally, a couple of points for Nika Villanueva. After going 0 for 8, she finally has her first point, and what a time for it to come. Offensive rebound, look at that, the footwork.
Well,
And
she's
the
been
putback.
repeatedly trying to get shots off from the outside in this game, Coach. 0 out of 4 from three-point country. And she gets her first basket of the game from the interior. Definitely a good play for Pasig coming off of the timeout. Natural gets the offensive rebound off the miss. Villanueva was in play for the offensive rebound. It looks like she was fouled from behind by a Lady Kankaloo player.
Janine Ponteos tried to get that ball away from, take that ball away rather from Nika Villanueva. But how about Cham Natural getting the offensive rebound?
She has 8 rebounds in this game, Coach. Although scoreless, but 8 rebounds. And look how much she has affected the play on the court for the Queenpin Pasig, especially on the offensive glass.
You've got that plus minus on Cham Natural. You can't help out on the offensive, the points, offensive end. Other ways, other facets of the ball game for you to be able to excel.
Natural hands it back off to LJ. Miranda overshoots the mark. Shot clock did not reset. Villanueva will try her luck again. Still no go. Another chance here for Pasig. It's Sario will score. No! Offensive foul on Lisario. Basket will not count. She was called warding off on that shot attempt on the right side, Coach Anton.
We got to see that again because from our angle, it looked like it was a good attempt.
Well, that could have cut the lead down to just 5 points. Numerous offensive rebounds for Pasig that last possession. And here was Sario, who got the tap from Padilla. Not quite sure on that call, Coach. I don't think there was an extension. I think she was just protecting the basketball.
Okay. May have a case. Yeah. Again, our officials, different angle. That's one angle that we saw, but our baseline official may have seen otherwise.
Kapilit had that ball knocked away. Padilla, one girl to beat. And well defended there. Ponteos has it. She needs somebody to pass to. They're ahead by 7, but a steal by Bade. Gabi puts it up and in.
If there's someone that you want to finish on the break, that's going to be Gabi Bade. Defense to offense, getting that steal and the finish. Nothing Chris Tolentino could do on that particular attack. You'll see it one more time.
Turnover to turnover, both teams answering each other there, and Gabi Bade scoring points. 17 and 18, lead down to 5 for the Lady Kankaloo. 66.
Welcome to Hotel Sogo. We are thrilled to have you as our guest.
The Caloocan Lady Kankaloo were earlier up by 7 points. Down to 5 right now. Kanilang abante after that Gabi Bade basket. 5 minutes and 43 remaining here in this game. We're now approaching the halfway point of our final frame. Avi Palanya, Coach Anton de los Reyes, Ms. Kit Kat Torre, your panel for this last game of our Wmpbl Wednesday doubleheader. Off the timeout, that's a miss from the right side by Sophie Felizarta. Pasig with a chance to trim the gap further. Good line on the shot by Sario. But that shot won't fall.
You could say those are missed opportunities for the side of Queenpin Pasig, unable to capitalize on the break.
Well, they've hit 5 threes in this game, coach. 2 more than the Lady Kankaloo have had. Pontejos going on a fishing expedition. Got hit dun sa kanyang tagiliran by Gabi Bade as she tried to split the defense. By the way, shout out to Coach Mark Dandan, the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers, tuning in right now.
There you go. Coach Mark.
Happy viewing to you. And to everybody watching on our WMPBL Facebook and YouTube feeds. Here's what happened. Pontejos tried to go past Villanueva and Bade. She was given continuation by our referees. That's why she's at the line for 2 shots. Pontejos knocks down the first. 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Captain Crunch, Janine Pontejos.
Just filling up the stat sheet is title Patriots.
Ooh, okay.
Last season.
Happy viewing po. Bade, left corner pocket shot from the outside, won't work. Rebound secured here by the Lady Kankaloo. 68 to 61 pito ang abante dito ng mga naka-orange. Adlawan working against the defense of Cancho. The drop-off inside. Felizarta, one fake, floats it up. No. Pasig has possession. No numbers here for the white shirts. Bade loses it.
That's just great defense by Janine Pontejos, staying in front of Gabi Bade, not allowing her to get that speed to go attack the basket.
But also careless on the other side where the Lady Kankaloo, that side possession, swings quickly back to Queenpin Pasig. Sophie Felizarta, I think, might be experiencing cramps. That's why papalitan muna siya dito. Chris Tolentino, Kate Marcos back in the game for Coach MJ Abalos. Miranda cross court to Chris Padilla. Shot from the outside is no good. Another wasted possession here for Pasig City. Ria Parongao babalik muna dito para sa Pasig, para kay Katlina Raha. Some pressure being applied in the backcourt by the white shirts. Pontejos gets it across to Adlawan. Pedregosa gets it inside for 2.
Finishing on that break, again stepping on the gas, still pushing the pace even if it's the 4th quarter. Itong Caloocan.
They continue to miss from the outside, talking about Pasig. 70 to 61.
That's 5 out of 25 now from the 3-point area for Queenpin Pasig.
Pontejos, first shot. Tolentino taps it to the wrong girl. Miranda is up ahead. Can she finish this? They need this. LJ could not get the basket.
Just a bit too deep underneath was LJ. Had to manufacture a shot courtesy of that turnaround on that baseline.
Couldn't get the angle on the glass. 3 minutes remaining. Lead is 9 for the girls in orange. Pontejos to make it double figures. Janine Pontejos galing sa labas.
What a dagger of a 3 from Janine Pontejos. She was asking for that leather.
The Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, unti-unti na nilang naaamoy ang kanilang unang panalo. They get the stop here. They may be just 2 minutes and 37 seconds away from their first victory here in the WMPBL second season. Pontejos, can she go back-to-back? That one was short. Ball tapped around. Pedregosa gets to it. It sailed out of bounds. Looks like last touch was on Pasig.
I think Lisario got a hand on that. Here's that 3-pointer by Janine Pontejos. She was asking for it and she did not disappoint.
Pontejos was 2 out of 4 against Binyan from long distance. That was her first 3-point shot tonight. Felizarta back in the game, quickly attempts a shot, but no problem there on the miss. as Pedregosa puts it back in for 2 points.
Just crashing the boards itong Caloocan. You see 3 players inside the paint to be able to get those second chance points.
Bade trying to get them closer here. 75 to 63. We're now in the twilight zone. The final 2 minutes of this one. Absolutely no need to rush here for the Lady Kankaloo. Marcos handling it against Padilla. Shot clock down to 6. She picks up her dribble. Ball was tapped. Padilla had last touch on it. 2 left on the 24 here for the Lady Kankaloo.
They gotta go quick here on offense. Talking about Caloocan. Let's see if they have a sideline out-of-bounds play for those quick 2s or 3s.
Ponteos gets to it. 3-pointer way short. Sario able to save it before it gets out of bounds. An opportunity here for Pasig. It's with their main woman, Gabi Bade. Drops it off. Natural gets fouled plus the basket.
Good pass. Gabi Bade finding Cham Natural. Had position. Put the defender behind her and then that under goal stab. Look at Cham Natural get the position. Adi Adlawan gives up that foul.
What a time to get your first 2 points of the game. Para kay Cham Natural. Helping cut this lead down to just 10 points. Possibly 9 with this free throw. She 6 the charity. 66 to 75. May oras pa dito ang Pasig. Some pressure being applied by Queenpin. Marcos has it on the left side. They're trying to double here. A shot by Adlawan, no good. Ball is on the floor, picked up by Pedregosa. Offensive rebound here for Adlawan. Fresh shot clock here for the Lady Kankaloo. Ponteos has it, gives it up. Adlawan kicks it out. Marcos for 3. That could have been the dagger. Felizarta, no good. Second try, yes sir!
Offensive rebound, put back. Sophie Felizarta, double-double performance in today's game.
15 points, 11 rebounds para kay Sophie Felizarta. What a sequence it has been for the Lady Kankaloo on the glass these last 2 minutes, Coach Anton.
I gotta say, no signs or ill effects from that injury for Sophie Felizarta.
Oh, yeah.
With today's game.
Quickly went to the bench for a moment. Maybe she was suffering from cramps. Got some treatment, but quickly went back into the game. Bade able to cut it back down to 9 points. 30 seconds remaining in this game. They definitely have the foul. They're not yet in the penalty. Talking about Pasig. Ponteos has it. Cross court, they go. Adlawan gives it up. Felizarta fakes the 3-point shot. Inches closer. No. And again, the battle for that rebound. The Kankaloo could have won it once again. But the effort, coach. But the effort by them on the offensive glass has really been remarkable. A big reason why they're up right now and 10 seconds away from their first victory of the season. Bade for the last shot. That's no good. Still have 3 seconds remaining. This will end up to be the first win of the year for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Lots of smiles on their faces, and you can see the sighs of relief on the players and the coaching staff. The Queenpin Pasig just faltered out during the final minutes of the fourth quarter, Coach. They couldn't get themselves a stop, and the shots weren't able to fall.
Well, you got to give credit to the defense of Caloocan that time, especially in that second half. They flipped the switch. Remember, it was a game of runs in that first half, but come that second half, it was Caloocan who was able to gain some momentum, gain some traction, get those points, especially the rebounds. They controlled the boards, 58 rebounds. They were able to get 29 second chance points as well. So if you're going to talk about making the most out of your second chance opportunities, pretty much Caloocan ran away with that particular statistic in today's game to get that first win.
Oh, Gabi Bade really had a spectacular performance para sa Queenpin in her first game back for her squad. Had 20 points in this game. And she had also ample help galing kay Lisario and LJ Miranda. But on the other side, the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, this proved to be a total team effort en route to their first victory here, Coach Anton.
Oh, you talk about it, total team effort. 15 points for Sophie Felizarta, 15 for Janine Ponteos, another 15 from birthday girl Adi Adlawan. So, I mean, if that's not going to get you a win, I don't know what will for Caloocan.
And their work on the glass too, Coach. Nung halftime, halos pantay lang naman yung stats in all departments actually. Rebounding, halos ganun din. But they ran away with it in that fourth quarter. Their effort on the offensive glass was really amazing.
And no one other than Sophie Felizarta was the one who was spearheaded those offensive rebounds, making sure that she was going to get those second chance opportunities, not allowing those defensive rebounds from Queenpin Pasig.
I'm sure Coach MJ Abalos very happy on his first stint on the sideline para sa Caloocan Lady Kankaloo and leading them to their first victory. This definitely was a showcase of talent on their side. Let's go to Miss Kit Kat Torre, who is with our player of the game, Sophie Felizarta.
You said it, gentlemen. Our player of the game mula sa koponan ng Caloocan Lady Kankaloo, the one and only Sophie Felizarta. Sophie, sa wakas may naibunga na lahat ng pagod at sikap at paghihirap nyo. At ngayon, you have your first win. Ngayon dito sa season at naka-double-double ka pa.
Well, it wasn't an easy game. The team has been through so much. As it being our first win. It was tough, a lot of sacrifices, and with the help of my teammates, everyone did their part, and everyone just played out there with 110%, and we just helped each other out, and in hopes that we can get this first win.
Run me through what was going through your mind throughout the entire game mula sa start na nagdikitan hanggang sa lumamang na kayo.
What went through my mind was, if you make an error, next play. Missed shot, that's okay. I have my teammates with me. You just gotta push harder. Just go out there and do your best. And yeah, it was a tough game. Of course, the Pasig is a very talented team. So I think we just gave it our all and then showed that kaya naman pala namin manalo.
Sophie, may gusto ka bang batiin o pasalamatan?
Yes, I want to thank everyone. First of all, I want to thank God for giving us this first win. Hopefully it won't be our last. And also my family, to my stepdad, John Gibson, who's been supportive of me in my basketball career, as well as my mom, and all my friends, my teammates, of course. Also, happy birthday to our teammate, Dindi Madrid. And, I want to greet my basketball team, Gibson's Basketball, who will be playing in the 16 under developmental. So hopefully, we'll do well there. And right here, my teammate, Team Kapilit. So yeah, thank you everyone, and on to the next.
Thank you so much, Sophie. Like what you said, this is just going to be the first of many, and we can't wait for more wins for the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Now I'll bring you guys over back to the gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Kit Kat, and congratulations once again to Sophie Felizarta and the whole Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. What was that, Coach?
Kaya naman pala maraming rebounds, 4 ang kamay. Sophie, you saw there on that
Sabi ko nga, bakit
interview.
biglang may translator sa likod eh. May sign language. Si Team Kapilit pala yun nasa likod. Congratulations to the Caloocan Lady Kankaloo. Certainly a big victory para sa kanila. Lalo't-lalo na, Coach, we were talking about the tournament format. You really need all the wins that you can get in this short tournament.
It's good to see that they've gotten their first win. So there you go. Congratulations, Caloocan.
Up next, our games will be on Sunday, May 17. Wala pa tayong venue, but stay tuned to know kung saan mangyayari yung ating mga games on Sunday. It's gonna be the Batangas New Zealand Blue Fire at 4 p.m. going up against the Queenpin Pasig, who will try to bounce back from this loss against Caloocan. And in our main game at 6 o'clock, the Akari Sparks Rizal will be going up against the top-seeded Binyan Tatak Gel Angels. Maraming salamat muli for joining us for our coverage here at the MRB Gym in Commonwealth, Quezon City. For my partner, Coach Anton de los Reyes, and for my courtside reporter, Ms. Kit Kat Torre, this has been Javi Palanya. At ito po ang Women's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipina.